Good morning everyone, welcome to Daily News Analysis by Tathastu ICS. So today we are going to discuss the Hindi newspaper for the day 26th May 2026. Okay? So today we will be seeing certain topics. You will get this PDF in the description box. Mostly that is nothing has been entered, but when you join the Telegram channel, I will be giving you the like in Telegram channel, I will be giving you the PDF with full explanation. Okay? So for the getting that PDF, you can scan this QR code and join the channel. So let's go for the topics. First one is Abraham Accord. So here Abraham Accord, it is important for us just to understand what is happening around us. ठीक है? So इसमें इंडिया का लेना देना कुछ है नहीं, but still we are like good morning Deepesh. ठीक है? So still we are considering about this Abraham Accord, so that there are multiple accords and other foreign policy related things have been asked in the UPSC paper. So that's why we are going to see in it. Okay, US and Iran, like between the US and Iran conflict, to make the Arab countries to the sides of US, what this kind of accords are being signed. So we will be seeing it in the detail. Okay, so for us location based questions आ सकते हैं, ठीक है, and factual based कौन सा countries have been signed for this Abraham Accord and everything. Good morning Anup. Okay, then along with that, what question can be asked about it, like the crux of Abraham Accord and also the member countries, and mapping based questions भी आ सकते हैं इसके बारे में. ठीक है, so that is what important from this. And also the second one is about black to grey. So black to grey and baby bite, ये दोनों है, दोनों editorials हैं on aging and population issues. ठीक है, aging population issues. So also they have discussed about the women workforce also here, okay, where we will be seeing like women's participation also. Okay, the fertility rate is going down, so all these what the measure can be done, okay, because of having a huge demographic dividend. Despite having demographic dividend, what are all the issues, what are all the challenges that India face by having a aging population? So that we are going to see from this article. So this will be helpful in your GS 1 paper, society, okay, and along with that economy, because demographic dividend is certain thing which will be impacting in your economy paper also. So majorly it will be impacting in our GS 1 paper, okay, the healthcare and also how the fertility rate is working in India, and basically baby bite is editorial on the Andhra Pradesh government's new initiative. Okay, so incentive, monthly based incentive, all these things are being given to improve the fertility rate. That we are going to see, not the state specific, but we are going to see the scheme specific and how it is going to benefit. The core issue why we are giving incentives for increasing the fertility rate, that we are going to see. Okay, so you can see it on the GS 1 paper, and along with that GS 3 for economy, okay, the demographic things. And the fourth one is about the Finance Commission. This is not the first time that we are talking about the Finance Commission. Finance Commission we have already discussed, the divisible pool, and also the issues with the center state, the share center between center and state for financial fiscal distributions and also the fiscal dividends. Okay, so that we are going to see it again, the same kind of measures. 16th Finance Commission have submitted their recommendations and everything. Okay. Okay, good morning Debasi Senapati, nice to hear from you. Okay, so that we are going to see. So this will be impacting in our GS 3 paper, and also regarding Finance Commission, it will be impacting in our prelims related to polity. Okay, and mostly GS 2 paper and GS 3, keep that in mind. Okay, so the India Australia, because in Finance Commission we are going to see majorly when it comes to the GS 2 part, it is about like majorly center state relations, the fiscal distribution and everything. Okay, so that is why it is GS 2 and GS 3, because the economical terms, because of the sharing, right? So how the state is getting impact in their distribution of economy, that we are going to see, but major thing will be from GS 2, keep that in mind. And fifth one is about India, Australia. Okay, now we have from economical, like trade based partnership to now we have moved to comprehensive economic and strategic partnership. Okay, so now we are going to discuss in this like what are all the positives and what are all the concerns that we have to keep it in mind when we are signing the FTAs generally, what are all the better outcomes based upon that we are going to see. Okay, it is important for us in the GS3 paper. Okay, clear till now the topics? Shall we move first? Okay, Abraham Accord. So here if you see US, Abraham Accord have been signed, okay, since 2020. So the major concern about Abraham Accord is US is going with this accord to it is a tool, okay, it is a mechanism for taking the Arab countries or the Muslim countries like friendship or the diplomacy with along with them. Okay, so there are two different things. One is from Abraham Accord we can get, first thing is Muslim countries cooperation. Okay, so the US's biggest friend right now is Israel, right? So the acceptance of Israel is needed from these Muslim countries, because Israel, if you know, majorly Jewish population. Why US is majorly concerned about this Israel and Arab cooperation? Because Israel is a Jewish population and they have issue with Palestine. That's why Muslim countries are against Israel mostly, right? And along with that, one more problem is one more thing is like major decisive powers and also major economical the highest richest person from US, everybody like who are involved in the US politics majorly, they are from Jewish population only. So the Israel will be having like direct contact in the politics also. So that is first thing. And second thing, if the major Muslim countries accept Israel, then it will be a diplomacy isolation of Iran, because Iran is the only area which is being against US directly, Israel directly, right? So now if other countries are being in the cooperation, and if Israel and other Muslim countries are being in a cooperation, that will be diplomatically isolating whom? Good morning, Shubhanshu. Okay. So the other thing about this is like when US will be having diplomatic relations with majorly Muslim related Muslim countries, and also the stability there will be a huge peacekeeping forces will be deployed, because first thing is about like when there is a particular, like in case Saudi Arabia is having, like Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, all these people are having US bases there, right? So they will be getting the stability there and they will be having the protection, so that US can be moving from these areas, like they can access the other parts of the globe. Okay, they can have the security based basis, okay, so that they will be counteracting the China. So that is one of the benefit for US also. So the cooperation between Israel and the Muslim countries is very much needed. So that's why US is asking all those Muslim countries for betterment, that Israel also will be having a coordination thing, and along with that what will be happening, with the better coordination, US would be able to move from West Asia to other, like the countering China, they will be having more access in the other parts of the Asian countries, Asian continent. Okay, clear till now? Is there any doubt? So if there is any doubt, please let me know, otherwise we will go forward. Okay, so when it comes to the importance of this accord, so it is majorly impactful for US and the Israel, because Israel has the issues because of the Palestine things for whom? For the other with the other Muslim countries, right? So when once it is settled, once it is proper settlement in the state, so we can expect that this cooperation, the better cooperation will be happening between Israel and also the Muslim countries. देना चाहिए था. वो स्टेट देना चाहिए, पहले वो वाला है, फिर इसके बाद we have to make sure that US bases will be having not having larger autonomous, ठीक है. So and it will be it should be maintaining what the peace, even we have seen in the cases of Afghanistan also. So better we should learn from our things, ठीक है. So the next topic would be there is a technical issue, so that's why the board is, you know, the PDF is not visible for you. We will sort it out. Till then, if you have any doubt, please let me know, otherwise we will go forward. Good morning, Hemant. ठीक है, देखो आएंगे, इन्होंने भी आएंगे, 3 दिन उन्होंने लेंगे, 3 दिन मैं लूँगी. अगर आपको कोई इशू है तो प्लीज़ वेट टिल थर्सडे मैम विल बी बैक, ठीक है. But stop spamming the screen so that I will not be able to actually see the comments, ठीक है. चलिए, let's talk about the aging and population issue. So first thing about the aging and population issue here is the black to grey, right? So there they have, okay Mr. X, thank you, ठीक है. So the thing is like about the aging and population issue, it is very serious because we all know India's one of the strength is population, one of the biggest challenges also population, right? So to come out of this thing, okay, so with the resources that we have, how we can bring the efficient outcome, so that we have to focus on. So by looking into bringing out the efficient things, okay, so now to bring out the best things with the limited resources, we have to focus on certain issues that we face. We have to see the challenges that we have faced, that we usually face, so that we can erode it, right? So that is a major thing. So the major concern about the population now is we have huge population, but the age of the population, the skill set of the population is a huge thing, okay? So okay, we are here back from this accord, okay, nothing much, just read about it and okay, from black to grey we are back. So India is moving from a phase of high population growth to a phase of aging population and slower workforce growth. So this is a major issue. We are having higher population, that is a well and good thing, but the slower workforce growth is a, I think, let's go without the PDF today, okay. I'll keep telling the things, let's keep the PDF today, okay. You will get the detailed explained PDF in the description box after some time, or else I'll add it in the below the video, okay, don't worry about it, okay. Right now take the notes if it is possible for you, okay. Coming back to the black and grey again, the population. So the talking about the slow workforce age, okay. So right now we have little like the challenges among us is about the fertility rate majorly. Fertility rate is going down, first thing, and second thing is about like we are having like life expectancy have been improved. The high like we have slight improved life expectancy because we have a good healthcare system, we have good welfare system also, okay. Along with that our state like generally you know the state list comes for the healthcare, right? So the health is being taken care by the states, concerned states, and it is performing actually well. So life expectancy, the science and technology, the improvements, okay, medicines, vaccines, the technologies that we use for the treatments, all these are coming very good. So the life expectancy with this, all this support, life expectancy have been like increased. So the problem here is life expectancy have been increased, but the major concern here is what is the age that we are majorly having, it is plus 40, right? So there the workforce will be slow, the age is high and the workforce efficiency will be slow among this. So when the fertility rate is coming down, there is a concern why fertility rate is coming down. One is lifestyle, one is urbanization, increased urbanization where the women empowerment, the education, access to the contraceptives, all these things are increasing the like reducing the fertility rate, first thing. So, because when we see the urban thing, the lifestyle, the way we eat, the way we live, the way we carry upon our life, so all these are impacting on our health, especially like reproductive health of men and women, okay. If you see people here, like if it is very common culture for smoking and being alcoholic and everything, right? That is kind of a wonderful lifestyle that we are going with. So that is impacting on the fertility rate, first thing. And the second thing would be, okay, the second thing will be the women empowerment. So women are open to education now. They wanted to stabilize their family, they are focusing on stabilizing their career, because sometimes, to be honest, okay, people are waiting even after marriage, they are taking time to get give the child birth, because they are planning for the child after so long time, because first they want to settle in their career things, because career gap is a huge thing for women. Okay, already we are the women are having underrepresentation, glass ceiling effects also we are having, because recently also we have discussed, right, the career gap for along with the caregiving responsibilities given with women. So it is a very huge burden for women, to like dual burden, household burden is also there, career burden is also there. Either they have to compromise on certain things, one is career or else the caregiving part. So to choose the caregiving part, they are not neglecting the child care, but instead, so to choose the career things, they are not neglecting the caregiving part, instead they are postponing it. So that is by aging, okay, by aging the fertility rate is going because of the career options. Okay, so what we have to do here is, we should not be asking women to go back to kitchen, or we should not be asking women to only focus on the caregiving. Instead we have to focus on what, giving more support when it comes to their career growth, as we have discussed, right, when it comes to the research or any PhD department related research and development things, okay, and many other technology related careers and other careers, okay, there we have to give support of what, certain things like maternity leave, long maternity leave can be given, paternity leave can be given, so that the father also can take care of the family, and the female workforce will be having a extra support, right? And along with that, what we can give, along with that we can give their time relaxation, the age relaxation to submit their thesis or to provide with their career things. Okay, this can be done so that the fertility rate will be balanced or improved with the effective support when it comes to the women empowerment, that one. And along with that, death rate have been decreased because of our healthcare and things. Okay, so if you see population, the birth rate and the fertility rate is going down by down. Okay, so if you see the fertility rate, it was like around in 2014 something, it was around 21, okay, fertility rate, but now if you see, it is around 18.3 something. So if you see the decline fertility rate. And the second thing is about birth rate also, earlier it was like I will show you the data. Okay, so the birth rate is also getting declined because of the aging population. People are due to inflation, due to career goals, and also due to certain things, people are choosing the smaller families and the nuclear families. So now 2 child is not working upon, it is only 1 child. Even people are working for like no children policy also. Okay, so that is one among the, like, one of the lifestyle that we are going along with, considering the economical terms also, because education fees is high, right, and tuition fees is high, and inflation, the whole income setup is, okay, is being drastically impacting on this, what, the economic growth, and the economical terms are impacting on the fertility rate also, because people are choosing not to get 2 child, they are sufficient with 1 child, that is the feeling right now. So all these things are the basic issue here with having the like reduced age population. Okay, so like there is a huge population with a higher age, so that the workforce is being reduced. So in this article, as I have told you, if you could see, birth rate is falling from 21, it have become 18.3. Okay, and also here it was, the fertility rate was 2.1, okay, but now it have moved to 1.9, so there is a decrease also, and life expectancy have been increased. Other notion that we are going to see here is demographic dividend. Before this, the data about the death rate, okay, the death rate have been slightly declined because of the medical support and the healthcare support. So earlier it was 6.7, okay, now it have been reduced to 6.4. So the concerning thing is like already aged population is stagnant and we are not getting the new population. Okay. So that will be a burden for whom? The government obviously, because the healthcare supports, okay, the medium groups, the lower economical or poor families, there we have to give more of what? The support, right? And also the pension policies have to be done. So everywhere whenever there is a, like, see this, okay, the age one, okay, there will be a stagnant growth, okay, there will be a continuous growth, and after that this maturity it will be falling down. This you can see it when it comes to the case of southern states, okay. So earlier before 1970s, okay, the growth rate have been like, the fertility rate is high, okay, because at that time contraceptives are not available, okay, the protective measures are not available, and they're okay with multiple children, right? So first thing, so before 1970s the growth rate was high, and once the population control measures have been done, okay, after that what happened, the fertility rate started declining, and now it is going for the negative phase as our aged population is majorly and our youth population is less. So workforce and also the skilled employment will be very like useful for economy, whatsoever economy it is, it will be very beneficial for that economy when it is the age between, like you can say like 19 to within 35 years max. So this is the age, okay, that will be skilled employed and an active workforce will be there. So if we are having the aged population above 35, then that will be a huge issue for us. So that is have been discussed here. So the demographic dividend where the economic growth will be there, okay. So the increased economic growth will be with increased skilled workforce or population, okay. So what we can do is, instead of worrying about increasing the population, now we have to see whatever the population that we have in the youth age stage, there we have to give them the skill set, so that for a longer term with the limited resources, because if you expect the like with the limited resources, we can give them we can get a maximum output, right? So that is the best thing we can do, because increasing a population, it will be extra burden after some time also, because increasing population is not a good like to an extent it is good, but beyond that it is not at all good. Like the vast country like India, limited population is necessary and it is sustainable for India also, okay. So that is what have been discussed here. So for increasing, for for life expectancy expanded, that we have to be very grateful, and also because we are moving towards more and more of what, the healthcare support and the advancement in our medicines and everything. So that is good, but we have to make sure diabetics, okay, because life expectancy is being increased with the medical support, that is not a positive thing, okay, because life expectancy have to be improved, okay, that without any hard the crucial diseases, I should be healthy and happier. If that is there, if a lifespan of a individual is being extended to 60 to 80, that is good, but that should be very like very clear, and that should be without any diseases. If you see in India, diabetics, heart attacks, okay, the cardiac patients, all these are like very high in India, because the huge population, their lifestyle, it is impacting on their health, and along with the medicines and the medical support, their life expectancy have been increased. So that is not a feasible thing. Without any health issues, without with a minimal medical support, excess life expectancy is a good thing, okay, that you have to read from it. And so that is what they have discussed here, okay. So if you have any doubt, and along with that they have talked about the rural urban gap also. So when it comes to the population, Okay. Rural and urban, the repeated topics, due to urbanization and the more and more healthcare facilities, education facilities, and along with the employment facilities, people are moving from rural to urban, especially men, and women are given with two burdens. One is agriculture, basically rural will be having the agriculture background, and along with that caregiving. So fertility rate is less here also because of the facilities that has been available. So men moved to urban here, rural women left with the caregiving and the household works also. So water, we have talked about the water governance earlier also. So everything is interconnected here. Okay? So the water governance, bringing water from very long distance, and Jal Jeevan Mission, here you can see all these things like Jal Jeevan Mission is one of the biggest support for rural women, right? So the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission is also very crucial here. So this also you can use here. Okay? So the rural women will be giving the support, will help them to have a better workforce and also the better fertility rate. Okay? So this is what we have to focus here. That is what they have given here about color. Okay. So states and areas that lag will need targeted interventions, whether it is access to healthcare, awareness or education facilities. Higher fertility centers are being employed in India, right? If you could see in recent times, there is lot of fertility centers are there. It is not, it is because of the lifestyle that we go through, okay, and also the career things that we focus first upon. Okay? And also we could see the infant mortality rate has gone down to 24. So that is a good sign. Infant mortality rate, if it is going down, that is a good thing. Okay, the newborn babies will not be dying. So before that we will be giving what? Before that we will be giving the major like support, like motherhood support, maternity support, and also the infant support to them. Okay, if you see certain states are giving like the pregnancy kit, okay, the maternity kit to be precise, the maternity kit along with the protein powder, nutrition medicines and everything, folic acid medicines, all these are provided by government. So that is a good support that is Indian government is doing. Okay, so next topic, baby bite. Baby bite is again the, as I have told you, in Andhra Pradesh the workforce, the population now is majorly like, okay, it is on like 27% around, it was like aged population here. Okay, okay, so that is a major thing that we have to that issue we have, right? Okay. So what Andhra Pradesh government have did right now is like they have announced the incentive based promotion, incentive based support for increasing the fertility rate. So here if it is third child, okay, government will be giving 30,000 rupees for the family, and if it is fourth child, okay, government will be giving 40,000 rupees for the child, and also 1,000 rupees per month, okay, for 5 years they will be giving it. So all these are the incentive based support that government is giving to whom? The women. Okay, so here again the aging population, because in Andhra Pradesh we are able to see the age population is high. Okay, majorly the age population is above 35 years. Okay, 35 years. Below 35 years population is very less there. Okay, so that is a major concern that they have. So right now to promote the population, and also there in Andhra Pradesh also the agriculture based, okay, if you see in Andhra Pradesh one part will be different and another part will be different. If you see before Andhra and Telangana have been divided, the Hyderabad city, right, so it has a very good like opportunities, employment opportunities, but now after the divide of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, okay, Andhra Pradesh is majorly having economical and the rural background things. Okay, so now when there is a like the economical growth have been slowed down in Andhra Pradesh, and that has been the fertility rate is one of the thing where the skill developed developed skill youth and the population is been very less here. So that we have to keep that in mind. So they, to improve the population with the skilled population, they were giving for this support, so that the fertility rate will be increased, the population will be increased, and we will be having a larger workforce, and we would be able to get a major economical return here. Okay? So the one thing about this is major issue here is about this okay. Okay. One is one major thing is about here women workforce. Okay. So women workforce is about, again coming back to the women workforce. It have gone down there. Okay. So first thing is about the women workforce have gone down, and majorly they are being taken care of the agriculture things. The rural population is majorly depend upon the agriculture, and the urban workforce is very less when it comes to women because of the accessibilities to the facilities. Okay? And along with that their health care, okay, and also their additional responsibilities they have, and apart from that one more thing they have is like shrinking fertility rate because of the health deterioration. Okay. So if I want to walk 10 miles a day to fulfill my water necessity of my family, then think about my health. Along with this 10 miles I have to take care of all the households also, and पहले 5 बजे थे, अभी 10 बजे चेंज हो गया है. ठीक है, चलिए. So 10 miles a day for water alone, and along with that my agricultural work and along with my caregiving work, it will be affecting my health more. When I will be resting, when I will be taking care of myself, it is not happening, right? Healthcare institutions, educational institutions, again I am stressing on that. Everything is majorly available in urban area, rural is still lacking behind with these basic facilities. So the healthcare, Anganwadi system, okay. So improving the child, you know, Anganwadi system and the primary healthcare system will be helping the maternity women and also the child, like initial stages 0 to 5, they will be caregiving of Anganwadi and the primary healthcare. So all these things have to be given to the rural side also, so that the women will be having a better workforce. So that is what been discussed in this article. Just read about it and just get idea about like how it is being better in other countries like France and other Nordic countries. Okay, it is high, it is huge, like women participation also will be there. Along with that they will be having good fertility rate also, like the population. Okay, so how they are giving with this, because the fertility support they will be giving, fertility support here it is about the career gaps, they will be compensating it with the relaxed time and everything. Along with that they will be having good medical support, maternity leave, okay, and they will be given with relaxed time also, and there will be concessions for women who are pregnant or who are going to be the mom. Okay, they will be given with incentives. Along with that they will be giving the career opportunities in a priority base. That is also they have been given here. Okay, I will show you that. Investing heavily in universal child. Okay, if you could see here, France and the Nordic states were able to maintain this two-pronged success only by investing heavily in universal child care, Okay, where we can implement this universal child care by not only daycare, it is about Anganwadi system also, first thing, and the nutrition also will be provided through that midday meal scheme. All these things are helpful for them. Okay, flexible working arrangements, this is a major thing. Along with the caregiving, they are giving the flexible working arrangements also, work from home majorly. Okay, because if we are giving work from home, the career also will be going on one side, and along with that parallelly their family responsibilities also will be going. So, see, empowerment and the support, it is not about taking the responsibility from women and to give it to the men, it is not at all that. Okay, so it is about, okay, it is already meant like women can do in a better way for when it comes to the family responsibilities and the caregiving. So to appreciate that, to do that, we have to give them some flexibilities and the like relaxed responsibilities, which is we are talking about the working arrangements, work from home. Okay, and paid paternal leave for here, the paternal leave that have been given so that the father also could take care of the child and the family initially. Okay, so that the women can focus on their careers. Okay, high quality public schooling and legal protections against career penalties that mothers at all of risk. So just because I am becoming a mother, I cannot give up on my career, and it is vice versa also. It is not actually very good choosing my career and giving back my family, that is also not good, right? So to balance that, I need some support, I need some this kind of mechanisms, the government mechanisms, so that I will be provided with opportunities, right? So there is any career penalties that will be penalized, or if that will be like taken as action. Okay, so this we have to keep that in mind. Okay, so they have termed the ecological things like environmental issues and also the water scarcity issues, water availability issues in this article. Just please read about it. Okay, data about here they have given about the majorly Andhra Pradesh workforce and the women fertility rate. So that's why I didn't take much into the consideration for the data. Otherwise you can have an idea about it for writing the example. Okay, chaliye. Next move to the Finance Commission, our favorite part, where we have already discussed certain things, the same thing they have given. So this is also on a personal like opinion, but we are going to see in the perspective of what? In the perspective of certain things like fiscal discipline, if you already attended this. Okay, and provide slides for easy understanding, discuss previous question. Okay, Hemant. Okay, so fiscal discipline, and along with that we are going to discuss the divisible pool. What is it and what is the issue with that? Okay, and when it comes to the divisible pool, we are going to see about the center, state, how they share the fiscal things like vertically and also the horizontally. Okay, so this is also we are going to see, and what can be done, why India is facing certain issues when it comes to this share fiscal like federal system, fiscal federal system, and also many other things, the challenges and the issues. It is kind of a quite revision part for us. Okay, and the suggestions. We all know the Finance Commission, okay, that will be mandatedly made every 5 years according to Article 280, right? So it is a constitutional body. So they will be giving the recommendations based upon the economical growth and also the based upon the issues that actually state facing, or issues about the center that is facing between the divisible of dividing the shares of the tax and everything, right? So that is what the Finance Commission majorly will be doing, that they will be giving the recommendations like how the tax have to be shared between center and state. So recently in the 16th Finance Commission we got to know that 41% would be the share that will be given to states. Okay, but make sure certain things, okay, certain southern states they have asked for 50% of shares when it comes to the taxes. Okay? So we will be seeing why it is and what is divisible pool and what are all the things that they have been discussed here. Okay? So if you see certain demands that the state governments are giving, first we will understand, okay, divisible pool. Okay. Divisible pool is nothing but center and state, there will be taking the share of taxes, right? State will be collecting the taxes and the GST also will be collected, right? And this will be shared among center and the state. The center will be giving it to the state. So that is the vertical distribution, okay, of the fiscal things. And when it comes to the vertical things, the states are claiming that the divisible pool that have been used, okay, so that is quite contradictory, that have to be improved in the terms. Why, how it have to be improved? Because the divisible pool where they will be sharing from the amount whichever is coming in this divisible pool, this will be shared among center and the state. But center is cautiously putting very less share when it comes to, like, very less money is being given in this divisible pool, and they are increasing the taxes, taxes like cess and surcharge. If you remember that we have discussed already, cess is nothing but tax on tax, surcharge is also same thing, but cess will be for everybody, surcharge will be for particular people only. Okay? So this has been increased where the state will not be having its share, so that the center will be having the major share from this. So it is out of divisible pool. This will not be the tax that have been collected in the name of cess and surcharge. It will be completely with the center. It will not be given to the states. Right? Clear till now? So when the when the center is increasing the amount, okay, literally 15% of the 15% is being quoted as cess and surcharge for every product or every services. Okay. So when the major contribution is going to the center, the state is already having the fiscal deficit. They are having the imbalances in their fiscal things. So what happens? Already state is depend upon whom? The center only for the financial things. Already the state is having with major issues when it comes to their fiscal terms, like the expenditure is high, okay, because the healthcare, welfare schemes. Now earlier the centrally sponsored schemes were high, but right now center and state, the partnership schemes are high, where the implementation stress and also the healthcare stress, okay, all these things are majorly put upon the state, with the state minimum income and the maximum share being given to the taxes to the center. It is creating what? A huge problem for states, a financial burden for them. That is a major thing. Okay? So states are actually asking, see, we are giving more to you and we are not able to go upon with our financial burden. So do one thing, reduce this cess and surcharge to at least keep a cap limit, like 8 to 10% will be the surcharge, so that it would certain things will be coming to the divisible pool also, we will also be getting certain fiscal support. That is one thing, that is one of the demand. Otherwise, if you are not keeping the cap, okay, either cap of 8% to 10%, or else if not this, give us the 50% share when it comes to the divisible pool, the vertical distribution. So that is what their demand is. So especially this demand has been put forth by southern states, where I'll be coming to that issue also. Okay? So this is what the major concern, the demand is about. Okay? When it comes to the horizontal distribution, this is the major thing we are going to connect it with this 50%. Okay. So the major thing here is the horizontal distribution is like how much every state will be getting according to their population, okay, according to their development and growth, and along with that their gap in their income also. Okay, so based upon this they will be giving the distribution, like Tamil Nadu has to get this much amount, Karnataka has to get this much amount, UP has to get this much amount, and Bihar and so Goa, so and so states will be having this much amount of shares. So this is the horizontal distribution. The problem with the horizontal distribution here is, okay, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, who have already gone with the criterias, okay, the population, take the population criteria. So the higher populated states will be getting higher funds, okay. So people who have gone with the population control then, right, in after 1970s population control measures, their population growth have been controlled. So people with lesser population will be having lesser fund, but the problem here is population is minimum, but think about the like expenditure, the inflation, and also about the development projects that we are focusing upon, the health, the education programs that we are focusing upon, there we need support, right. So with the minimal fund we cannot be going with that. So the population criteria alone will not be a positive thing for the horizon. That is a major issue. First thing, population thing, okay. So and the states are asking about equity versus efficiency, where we talked about major development programs and the schemes and everything is coming from this area. If you still see Bihar and certain parts of UP and other areas, okay, the development is very less. So it is like the person who are working upon efficiently, they are not giving, they are not getting the money. Instead, based upon the population criteria, they are being given. Okay, and one more thing, other factor here is about the income distance. So income distance is about nothing but thing, like see, if UP is having income of like 10,000 crores, okay, and a smaller state, very minimal thing like Meghalaya, let's take Meghalaya for example. So if Meghalaya's income is about only 2,000 crores, so the difference between 8,000 crores, no, so the Meghalaya will be getting much higher fundings, okay, just because if you see Tamil Nadu has a very major debt because they have given so much of freebies, so much of things and everything, right, in a free. So that made the fiscal deficit majorly for Tamil Nadu. Just because I am having my income distance hugely, Tamil Nadu is having income, for example, income distance is huge with Tamil Nadu, I cannot keep funding Tamil Nadu, right, because other states development also have to be taken into the consideration. If I am focusing on one particular country, state's development, and then other will be left behind, right. So they will be they will be having a reduced interest in their they will be having reduced interest in their participation. So they are asking that if you are giving at least you should give the incentives for GDP contribution, okay, the national GDP contribution, who is giving more, they have to be given with extra additional things, okay, and also have efficient growth, they also have to be given with that, and along with that we have to given with the shares respective to the like population measure, population criteria should be very minimal, okay. So along with that what we can give is like the divisible pool can be more wider, the cap on cess and surcharge can be reduced, like the cap can be reduced to 8 to 10%, okay, not the 15%, so that the divisible pool will be getting higher money, so that the vertical distribution, the states also will be getting much financial support from the center, so that we would be able to focus on the implementation program and also the healthcare and other things, okay. We have discussed certain things earlierly when it comes to this the problem between the divisible pool and the fiscal discipline. So that see fiscal discipline here is about like the low income distance states who are facing that issue with that. Okay, fiscal deficit, like keep on center is funding me, then why I have to focus on the development everything, instead I can give freebies to my state people, right? So that is the thing. So how the finance has been distributed and how it has been worked upon, how it has been efficiently used, that is the major thing. Okay, and also the fiscal distribution should be in a efficient manner, so that the state also will be having a reduced financial burden and they will be having a responsible spending also, and center should increase more the state should the center should increase the centrally sponsored scheme. At least implementation process have to be little the share of the implementation program have to be shared by center. So these are the things that have been discussed here, and along with that what they have discussed is the reward should be given for the disciplined fiscal distribution. If I am working upon any healthcare, if my demographic is good, okay, and I am having good population in my area, and I have good urban and the rural area, agriculture produce is good, all these things will be very comfortable for us. Okay, so that is what been discussed here. Just go through about it. Okay, they have given many data, so you can read about it. Okay. So the vertical share and the horizontal share and about the everything they have given. Even the what 14th commission, finance commission have given, 15th finance commission. Okay, if you remember certain numbers, right, it have been revised also, right. So 42 say hum 41 पे आए हैं, 61 15 पे, and even in 16th finance commission it have been recommended to continue to 41%. So all these things we have to just revise it. Already we have discussed it, that's why I have wrapped it up very fastly. Okay, read about it, this will be a revision for us. Okay. So the next one comes from India and Australia, bridging the trade and trust barrier. Here we have moved from economic and trade related agreement to we have now moved to comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. If you see earlier it is economic cooperation and trade agreement, but here it is comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. So where we will be eventually sharing the markets, like the markets, like India will be giving certain markets like 70% of access to Australia, and Australia literally 100% of the market have been provided to India. So the Indian products will be having the 100% accessible in Australia, and 70% of things will be happening for India. Okay. So here what major concern here is about, it is a well and good, because if you see the advantage of this cooperation, first we will be seeing one by one. Okay, the advantages of this, like Indo-Pacific region, the access will be there, first thing, and second thing will be I could counter China, India could counter China, more accessibilities, right, I can diversify my resources, and also I can extend my market. Okay, and along with that I will be having the technology being shared, so that I will be getting skill set and I will be having more knowledge also. Okay. So these are the advantages of having this. So when you are having more market, economically it is good for you. When it comes to the Indo-Pacific region, access, maritime security, and also you will be getting more technologies when it comes to the maritime defense, naval defense, and also apart from that you will be having an word, or you will be having a you will be having a participation opportunity when it comes to the meetings or any forums when it comes to Indo-Pacific. The resources you can read from there. You will be having more access to other countries with a comprehensive economic and trade. Along with that, you will be having strategic partnerships also, so that you will be having a stabilized position globally. Okay? So you don't want to be like feared. Your strategic autonomy will be having a very good protectiveness when it comes to this kind of things. China's aggression, when I have much supportive friends when in certain particular area. So China's aggression in the South China Sea and also more of their security scrutiny in the Indo-Pacific region will be reduced, because we all are going to work along with that, right? So see, unity is strength. That is what I am trying to tell here. Okay? So, and these are the benefits that we have. The challenges majorly is about certain things that Australia is demanding from India. Australia's major trade products are about agricultural products. So, the problem here is, okay, if you have noted down, please make a quick note of it. I am just going to erase it. Okay. Okay, chaliye. So the major concern here is agriculture. Okay. So if you see Australia's agriculture pattern, highly mechanized. Okay. So when it comes to Australia, mechanized, they have vast coverage, larger area also. Irrigation facilities, they have better one. When it especially comes to technology, and also the pest resistant, maybe you can go for like reduced fertilizers and the reduced pesticides. Okay. Okay. Now Australia is asking for India's agriculture market. Okay. The problem here is, when there is Australia is having a mechanized, their yield will be high. So when they are getting the Indian agriculture market, okay, I'll be writing India's agriculture things here. Okay, that is Australia's and this is India's agriculture. Okay. So okay, highly mechanized, so what they will be having, like larger produce will be there, but for India, agriculture is a major economy, right? Our backbone is still under agriculture, right? So the maximum of the products dumping here, it will be affecting our rural farmers. So major our economy will be getting impacted. That is one thing, keep that in mind. And second thing, already we are facing like monsoon fed, right? Weak monsoons, rain fed patterns, fragmented lands, higher fertilizers, genetically modified products. So all these are the things that Indian agriculture is facing with the issue. Okay. So when we see the economy, the agriculture is more with the basically on the monsoon based, right? So the water in India for especially for agriculture, it is rain fed only. So if there is any disturbances like in the monsoon, that we recently have El Nino and everything, okay, so that will be affecting our agricultural produce and we will be having very less. So if this mechanized agriculture products is being coming to India, the local products, the cheaper products will be having what impact on, I hope it is visible for you. It will be cheaper and it will be much accessible. So the indigenous products will be like sidelined and they will be going for the cheaper products, right? First thing. Second thing, they are having the larger area and we are having the fragmented area. So if you see the fragmented area also, the pattern with the larger area and everything, they will be having multiple different produce, but with the fragmented area and the limited sources, we are having certain pattern like rice, is rice, wheat is majorly cultivated, harvested and everything, and certain specific goods only like MSP also for certain agricultural produce only, right. So, we will be focusing on more subsidies and MSP related products only. So, our fragmented lands will be having very less fertility, okay, and along with that we are having very limited products only. So, that is a major issue here. So, the larger things coming from outside, we will be focusing on that, okay, and we will be losing our employment when it comes to the rural area, and the financial burden will be more on the farmers also. So, all these things are impacting in India, okay, and irrigation facilities there is higher, but only in the Punjab, Haryana area if you see the irrigation facilities are good, otherwise the irrigation facilities are large in a larger manner, it is not good for India, okay. Technology based, there with like tractors, okay, and high tech technologies, the sensors for reading the humidity and everything, all these things are been taken care, okay, and the fertilizers and the pesticides they use very less because they have the technology and they are focusing on more of a organic things. But when it comes to India, we are using the fertilizers and also the pesticides to go with the domestic sustainability, so that higher yield we will be having higher consumption, like we have higher demand, right. In India the population is high, so the agricultural produce has to be high. So, to increase the yield we are going for GM products and also the genetically modified crops and also this what fertilizers increased use, so that we will be having higher yield, and along with that we are using more of a pesticides. So, when it comes to the interconnection of the areas, Indian products which have been used with the pesticides and majorly things, it has been rejected from Australia's side. As we have concerned about the EU's FTA, when it comes to EU, the carbon emission was the major thing for us, right, the European Union FTA. Same thing, the pesticides and also the fertilizer things are being a major concern for us here. So, when our agriculture product is being given here, okay, here one is like minimal for things only will be going here, and along with that it is being rejected because of the pesticides. That is one thing, and for better cooperation, for a better understanding, if we are going with, we have to get the technology that they have and the irrigation facilities they have, the mechanisms that they are using for the agriculture, that we have to take in here, okay. And India have already secured its dairy sensitive areas like dairy products, okay, the wheat, sugar and all these things have been secured. So, that is also a positive thing from this article, okay. So, along with that what we can see here is, if the challenges here is about the food security that we have, okay. The food security is like if somebody else is coming and dumping their agricultural products, if, like let us keep the word dumping out, if cheaper products are coming and it is accessing the market, people will be moving to that cheaper products only than the indigenous products. So, that will be affecting food industry of India, and along with that farmers will be left with unemployment and food security will be going down, healthcare also will be going down because of like certain things, okay, certain food and things native to that particular area will be giving a good health impacts. But when it comes to the other areas like which is not native to the country, which is coming from outside, that will be giving a serious health issues also, that we have to focus here, okay. And along with that there will be imbalances, the trade imbalances where the trust is also been trying to build. So, here they have told about the trust barrier have to be taken off with this kind of, by securing the sensitive areas and also giving the market access. So, India has 100% of market access in Australia. Let us see how it works upon, okay. So, I am not much explaining this because it is a personal opinion, right. So, we cannot go much into it, but we are just talking about the India Australia's agreement on this, okay. So, the benefits, the concerns and also the major impacts on that, okay. So, along with that we have to take care of the biosecurity, okay, and we have to we always should have a thought about what the food security also, okay. So, just read about it, nothing much here, and if you have any doubt please let me know. ठीक है. See, here they have talked about the political importance also, because see, if you are giving access to the agriculture market, it will be impacting on our governance also, because one side economy will be getting impacted and other side people will be losing their confidence in the government. So politically important in India to be treated as just another line item in a trade schedule. Equality is too economically important to be left outside the bilateral partnership altogether. Rather than making the new FTA one of absolute symmetry in market, sometimes it is needed to be like asymmetrically also will be working, because sensitive areas have to be protected. That is what they are trying to say, that rather than making the new FTA one of the absolute symmetry in market access alone, India and Australia should make it an agreement based on complementary across trade and investment. Here, along with the investments and the trust things and trade, we are going to work upon. So the investment basically upon the technology and also the skill based investments will be going on. Should the diplomats succeed the day when? Okay. So real investments, where they are talking about Australian capital, technology and know-how, like the skill exchange, okay, must register a deeper presence inside India's agriculture sector, which we talked about the mechanized agriculture and also the irrigation facilities, along with less pesticides, okay. So storage facilities are warehouses and everything. Logistic networks, it is a crucial thing, because there will be a resilient supply chain should be there. The logistics networks will be having, like if there is anything surplus have been produced, we can give it to a larger area with a proper logistic networks. Okay, farm level tools and agri technology partnerships have to be taken into the consideration. The universities and local governments have to be involved in that. Okay, so please read about it. This is what from today's article. Okay, along with that, oh sorry, my bad. Okay, कोई बात नहीं. Along with that, it just read those articles and please do go through PIB regularly, because yesterday in paper discussion you would be able to see like there is a lot of relevances from PIB, Yojana and Kurukshetra. Please do read it. Okay, and recently Padma awards also have been, like yesterday it have been announced. Please do watch it in YouTube channel of PIB itself. It have been published and you can see the criteria also. Okay, chaliye, you will be getting I think you will be getting video on that also by Divya ma'am. You can watch that also. Okay, so have a good time, have a good day. Thank you for joining the session, and thank you Mr. X. Okay, but still okay, if you are still there then that's a good. Okay, thank you so much, take care, keep studying, let's meet tomorrow. Okay, and Mr. X, you have to be wait for one more day. Okay, so that tomorrow is also my DNA only. After that you will be very happy. Okay, thank you so much, have a good day.